The elder Craxian warrior, Commander Zethral, stood over the wounded human soldier, his forearms crossed in what his species considered a gesture of respect. Michael lay against the debris of the fallen cruiser, blood seeping through his torn uniform, his breathing shallow but defiant. The battlefield around them had gone silent. The war was over, and humanity had lost. "You fought well, human," Zethral's voice rumbled through his translator, each word deliberate. "Before your spark fades, I will grant you something few of your kind have received, the truth about what you are." Michael coughed, managing a weak smile. "Let me guess. Primitive, aggressive, short-lived." The Craxian's mandibles clicked, a sound almost like laughter. "No, young warrior. Far worse than that, and far better." He lowered himself onto his haunches, bringing his weathered face closer to Michael's. "I have fought in 17 galactic campaigns across 3 centuries. I have seen species rise and fall, civilizations that span star clusters crumble to dust. But humans, you are something else entirely." Through the smoke and ruin, another figure emerged, Linda, Michael's squad leader, dragging herself forward despite the gaping wound in her side. She had her pistol raised, trained on Zethral, though her hand trembled. "Stay away from him," she gasped. Zethral didn't move. "You should be dead, human female. That injury pierced 3 vital organs. Yet here you stand, weapon ready." "That is precisely what I wish to explain." "Linda, don't," Michael started, but she collapsed beside him, the pistol clattering away. Zethral made no move to retrieve it. "Listen, both of you, to the words of one who has earned the right to speak them through centuries of blood and war." The elder warrior's eyes, all 6 of them, fixed on the dying humans. "When we first encountered your species, we thought it would be simple. You had barely left your home system. Your weapons were crude, your ships slow, your understanding of quantum physics laughable. The Craxian Empire had conquered for 100 worlds. Earth would be for 101. He paused, a strange reverence entering his tone. "We were fools." Michael and Linda exchanged glances, confusion cutting through their pain. "Your first colony, Mars, we destroyed it in minutes. We expected surrender. Instead, you threw everything you had at us. Ships held together with what you called duct tape, and prayers rammed our dreadnoughts. Pilots with 40 hours of training flew suicide runs against our commanders. It was illogical, wasteful, insane." Zethral's scarred hand gestured to the ruins around them. "And it worked. Not immediately. You lost that battle, and the next 50 after it. But each time you learned. Each time you adapted. What took my people 10,000 years of evolution, you accomplished in 10 years of desperation. Then why are we losing now?" Linda whispered, blood flecking her lips. "Because, human warrior, you are not losing. You never were." The Craxian's mandibles spread wide, a gesture of profound respect among his kind. 17 cycles ago, we had you surrounded at the Proxima Centauri station. Your Admiral Harrison, a human who had seen only 60 rotations of your homeworld, did something no commander in galactic history had attempted. She vented the station's entire atmosphere, turned it into a kinetic weapon, and destroyed our flagship while broadcasting these words: "We don't retreat. We reload." Michael felt tears mixing with the blood on his face. He remembered Harrison. Everyone did. 6 cycles ago, the Confederation of Advanced Species offered you terms. Surrender, keep your home world, become a client species, comfortable slavery with full bellies. Your leaders debated for 6 of your hours, then sent a single-word reply: no. Zethral's laugh was genuine now, filled with something that sounded almost like joy. The Confederation was stunned. They had never encountered such unified defiance. "Then we sabotaged your supply lines," Linda said, understanding dawning in her fading eyes. "The guerrilla campaigns on every occupied world. You became the virus in our system." Zethral confirmed. "Every world we took cost us more to hold than it was worth. Your refugees didn't flee, they organized. Your prisoners didn't break, they recruited. Your propaganda didn't demoralize our troops, it made them question everything they'd been taught about honor and purpose." The elder warrior stood slowly, his massive form blocking out the dim red sun above. "This battle today, the one you think you lost. In 3 of your days, the Craxian Empire will announce a full withdrawal from human space. The Confederation is already fragmenting. 17 species have declared independence, inspired by your resistance. The galactic order that stood for 50,000 years is collapsing because 200 years ago, a species that couldn't even achieve faster-than-light travel looked at the entire universe and said, "We will not kneel." Michael tried to speak, but his voice failed. Zephril knelt again, placing one massive hand gently on the dying soldier's shoulder. "So I tell you, human Michael, and you, human Lynn, do you ask who you really are?" The warrior's 6 eyes gleamed with ancient wisdom and newfound respect. "You are the species that turns certain defeat into eventual victory through sheer, bloody-minded refusal to accept reality. You are the ones who teach machines to dream, who send messages to stars you'll never reach, who write poetry in the face of extinction. You are stubborn, foolish, brilliant, impossible creatures who love so fiercely that you'll die for strangers and fight so hard that the universe itself bends to accommodate your will." Linda's hand found Michael's, squeezing weakly. Zephril continued, his voice dropping to barely a whisper. "You are the species that makes old warriors like me question whether conquest was ever honorable, whether strength is measured in ships or in spirit, whether the true purpose of existence is domination or connection." He stood again, raising all four arms in salute. "You are humans, and that, I have learned across 3 centuries of war, is the most terrifying and wonderful thing in this galaxy." As consciousness faded from Michael's eyes, he saw Zephril activate his emergency beacon, not a Craxian signal, but a human one. Through the haze, he heard the elder warrior's final words. "Medical assistance, coordinates transmitted, to warriors who have earned the right to see the tomorrow they fought for." In the distance, engines roared. Human ships, coming home.